Hello and welcome back to Lesson 3 on how to make digital choice boards. Today our learning objectives are to navigate the internet to find relatable content for your slides and subject content, to upload relevant images and graphics to the slides, remove backgrounds to such images to slides, and to format and reposition images within the presentation. So let's go on to our digital choice board. This is where we left off. What I would like to do is go back to slide number 1, and I am going to make a slide about how the kids can log on to their Google Classroom. So what I would like to do is find a shape, and I'm going to put a shape over each one of these boxes. And we're going to add content. Remember, this is the same thing that we did in our last video on making shapes, and right click copy or control V and paste. And we're going to put these shapes over each one of these post-it notes. So just like last week, we're going to add content, and they don't have to be perfect because nobody's going to see it. And then we're going to put word art over it. So say, for instance, our very first post-it note is going to be how to join Google Classroom. And I can already tell while I'm doing this that this sentence is going to be too long. I'm going to click in the middle, and if you see here it says use Shift Enter for multiple lines, making sure that they're all there and hitting Enter. This will make it relatively big, and I can color this, make it the same font size, and I can shrink it down, reposition it, make it a little bit more legible, and put it right there. Now the next thing I want to do is actually find, I'm going to do this for each one of these. So each one of these will be its own individual concept. And I'm going to find a video. So say this one is actually going to be for slide 2. This concept, how to join Google Classroom, will be on slide 2. So I'm going to click here. And I want to find a video. You can also make a video. But I want to find a video about how to join a Google Classroom. So I'm going to click on a tab. I'm going to go to YouTube. You can go to other sources as well. And I'm going to click right there. And I'm going to put how to join Google Classroom. There we go. Scroll down. Obviously, you would watch the video first, but just say that we have watched this video. I'll turn around and open it up. I have previewed this video. This is a great video. And I'm going to go to the word share. When I go to share, I'm going to hit copy. And then I'm going to go back to my digital choice board. And since my concept of how to join Google Classroom is going to be on the second slide, I'm going to insert this video. So I'm going to go down to insert. I'm going to go to video. I can do it from YouTube by the URL address, or if you have saved videos from your drive, I'm going to control V working on a PC, or command V if you're working on a Mac, and I'm going to search it, find the video, and select it. The video is going to come in. There are other options over here if you want the video to start at a certain time and end at a certain time, so you only have a condensed area of the concept if the video is too long. You can also have it so it auto plays and so on and so forth. I'm just going to X out of this. So I'm going to bring this video down, and I'm going to do the same concept with every single one of my slides. So to give you an example, I have one right here. How to join a Google Classroom, learn the differences between the subpages of Google Classroom. Say that will be my next one. So I'm going to go back to this one that I'm working on. That was just an example. I'm going to insert, and I'm going to go to Word Art, and I'm going to insert, learn the different subpages. You can keep Google Classroom or you can get rid of it. I'm going to put this down to the next line also, and hit enter. I can go to my favorite font that I'm working on today. I can color it, and I can shrink this down. I can put it right here. Maybe I might want to make this a tad bigger. There we go. Going into YouTube, learn the different subpages. Search for a video that you like. And say, for instance, if this is the video, watch the video. You're going to go to the word share and then copy. Go back to your original presentation and slides. And this concept, this is the first page, second page, third page, fourth page. So this will be on page 3, same idea. Insert, video, erase what you had before, enter in the next URL address, find it, select it, and then select, and reposition. Same thing again, I can have it start at a certain time and end at a certain time if need be. I do think that the best concept is to make sure that you copy and you put what the concept is on the top of the page. I like to make it a little fun. You can put it on a post-it note. You can also tilt it to give it a little pizzazz. And I also like to add in a text box and give the directions. When I add in a text box over a background, typically, usually I like to give a color to it. Any color will do. And you can put the directions so the students understand the directions for that particular page. Let's go back and just make sure that our concepts, we are going to upload relevant images and then remove background. So let me show you how to do that. Say, for instance, if I wanted to put in something related to Google Classroom, like the icon for Google Classroom, I can select Google search, and I can put in Google Classroom icon image, go into images, and say, for instance, this one is really great, but the thing is that I don't really like the background. This may, if I drag it, this does not have a background, so I'm all set on that. So I can actually just bring it up working in Google Chrome and drop it down, and I actually have the image right there. That's great that I found something that's called transparent. But how if I didn't find something that's transparent? Like maybe this one, for example. If I hover this around, it has that white background. Let me show you how to get rid of that. If I right click and I save the image, and I'm going to save it as 00, so it's up at the top. Actually, let's change it as 11 so I can find it easy. I'm going to open up another tab, and I'm actually going to go into this new wonderful website. You know, for years I actually was doing this on a picture editor, but now there's this wonderful website called removebg.com. It looks like this. And what you can do is you can click on upload, and you can upload an image. I'm going to type in, find that image nice and quick. I'm going to hit open. What it's going to do is take that image and convert it over so it is transparent. I'm going to download it again. And from here down on above my taskbar, if I go back up to my choice board, once it generates, say for I didn't find something that's transparent, I can simply just drag and drop, and do you see how it's transparent? I can also go up to images and upload from my computer that way. So formatting and repositioning, simply I've been showing you along the way that I can click. Once I have the select box around it, I can then actually minimize and maximize. I like to using it on the corners because it actually takes the Y and X axis of the image at the same time. So there we go. For today's lesson, or this week's lesson, I would like for you to add in word art and shapes, if you see those shapes, over each one of your slides, each one of the shapes of your post-it notes, and add in the word art, and then finding all of that wonderful videos that either you've made yourself or you find on the web pertaining to each of the concepts that you're doing. And once you are done, you are then going to share, copy, and insert that link into Blackboard. See you next week when we learn about hyperlinks.